Hey, yo, what it do, YouTube? What it do, YouTube? It's your boy Jersey Rich, man. Had to touch base. What's going on and what happened? Hold on, that's my playback. Make sure you guys don't hear my playback so much. But yeah, man, just first off, I want to start with my hearts go out to everybody that lost a child, a loved one yesterday in the shooting. That mass shooting ridiculous. This is nothing but a trend that's going on in my eyes. You see one person do it a week, and then somebody else want to do it the next week. You feel me? This is a trend that's going on, and this has to stop. We have to stop it. This is going to keep going on unless we put our foot down and prevent this from happening. Like my hearts go out. I can't imagine sending your kid to school and never see him again. Like this is heartbreaking news. That I got to report. It's real heartbreaking news. I don't even know where to begin and start because this is just real sad. This is something that should have been prevented, something that never should have happened. Like, these kids and adults, I mean, they was, about to enjoy their summer and, now their families are planning a funeral for them now, which is unbelievable. Kids that's 8 and 10 years old. And I have a stepson, in that age bracket. And I also have a son that's 3 years old. So I can imagine, getting that kind of news from work or from home that something bad happened and something happened in the school. It's so hard to just go out now and live a normal life. Now you always gotta watch over your back. You don't know what's gonna happen. And it's ridiculous. It's sad that we can't live a normal life nowadays. And we got to deal with nonsense from people, people that, want to get rid of people that don't look like them. And, this is what's this, you know, in Buffalo, it was, aimed at all black people mostly. And now it look like it's aimed at this one. The school is aimed at mostly Hispanic. So it's like this a trend that's going on and people trying to take people out that don't look like them. This has to stop. This is ridiculous, race or not. You took kids away, that didn't get a chance to live their lives. They didn't get a chance to, to enjoy their families and, to grow up and have their own families. You took that away from them. Like there's no coming back from that. Even though this killer is dead and he's gone now. Okay, he's gone and that's great, but that doesn't take the fact that what he did. Now we need questions from his family because I always say that this stems from your household and your upbringing. Let's talk to his family. I'm sure that there were signs from this guy that there was something wrong with him. And who and how, maybe we do need to get a little stricter with these gun rules, like how these cycles getting these machine guns and rifles, how they just walking out the gun store with these type of weapons. Like maybe we need to get a little more stricter with the guns, but I actually do feel like more people need guns. If we mostly all had guns, a lot of this stuff wouldn't happen the way it happens. You feel me? We need more people that can protect people. If there is a lot of good people out here than bad. There's a lot of bad people, but the people that's good, we need to be armed, to bear arms, so we could defend ourselves and our families and people around us. You feel me? If we had more people with guns, some of these situations wouldn't happen as bad if we had other people that would that was able to carry. That goes into the gun laws and different states and stuff like that. And I'm surprised that this happened in Texas, because Texas is for guns. So I'm surprised that this even happened in Texas. But this is nothing but a trend that this guy did. He just trying to copy off what the guy did over there in Buffalo like a week ago when he walked into a grocery store and shot majority of black people. So this is nothing but a trend that's going on. And what's next now? It's just a trend that's always going to happen every week. So now, it makes us scared as people to walk outside and, and for our kids to go to school. Like people are afraid, people scared. And I don't blame them. Like this is heartbroken news right here that like I can't believe it at all. Like this even happened in the school again. This happened like 10 years. It was at Sandy Hook. Sandy Hook just happened like around like 10 years ago. So this is nothing but a trend that's going on. People want to make a name for themselves to be in history as a mass shooter, which is ridiculous. So there's a lot that has to be talked about what these people's families, how they upbringing was. I always say this starts from the family structure. That's why I got a couple shows where I talk about family structure. I'm actually doing a part two this Sunday. So that's why I like to get deep into family structure, because we got a lot of these killers out here that got both their parents and all this extra stuff, and they still out here committing crimes and mass shootings and stuff like that. So man, this goes deep. This definitely goes deep. We gotta get to the bottom of it. I know we can't protect the whole world, but shit, we could protect a whole lot more if we just put our hands, just put our minds to it. We can do anything. You feel me? And this is the sad, broken news. I hate to report. I hate to, play this back. You know what I mean? But this has to be played back. This has to be talked about. My hearts go out to every single parent that lost a loved one. I can't believe what you're feeling like this morning. I cannot understand. My hearts just go out to everybody that lost, the teachers that lost their lives. My family, my heart goes out to, every single member of their family. This is heartbreaking news right here. Hold on real fast. I want you guys to share my playback. Sorry about that. I was hearing too much of my playback. But yeah, I'm gonna get into like I said, I'm not gonna be on long. I just wanted to get my thoughts on this shooting, and my prayers to every single family member. This is ridiculous.
America is reeling from the painful reality of another mass shooting.
This latest massacre at an elementary school in a small Texas town. Here is the latest at 10. Texas officials report 19 children and at least 2 adults killed. The 18-year-old gunman, a high school student, fatally wounded by police. Authorities say he carried 2 firearms, including a rifle, and wore body armor. President Biden addressing the nation late today, saying it's time to act to stop gun violence.
It's been time to act.
Where it happened, Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas, a city of 16,000, about 85 miles west of San Antonio, mostly middle class and predominantly Hispanic.
We have live team coverage of the shooting, the gunman, and react from the White House to here in Southern California.
We begin with Mary Beth McDade live in studio with what we're learning about this tragedy. Sheriff, authorities say it was a lone gunman.
This is sad.
Deadliest school shooting in Texas history. According to the Texas Department of Public Safety, as soon as he entered that school, he started shooting at children, teachers, whoever.
I just want to know how he got into the school. Like, what's going on with the safety measures in school? Like, is it that easy just to walk into a school nowadays with with a gun? And how was he able to conceal that type of gun? Where was the security at? How was he able to? That's my questions. And I work in the security field, so I want to know how he was able to walk into the school with guns without being seen. How is that? How is that possible? Where is the security measures in these schools? That's my that's like my number one question.
Ever was in his way. The Associated Press is reporting that it was a Border Patrol agent who was nearby that rushed in without backup and killed the gunman.
Video has surfaced allegedly showing suspected gunman, 18-year-old Salvador Ramos, entering Robb Elementary
You sound
in
Spanish
Uvalde,
yourself.
Texas. Police say armed with a rifle and handgun and wearing body armor. Authorities say after entering the school, which was filled with some 600 second, third, and fourth graders, he unleashed a bloody massacre around 11:30 a.m., killing at least 19 students and 2
Ridiculous.
teachers and injuring numerous others.
Again, my heart was broken today. We're a small community, and we need your prayers to get us through this.
Authorities say he got into some domestic incidents with his grandmother earlier in the day at their home and shot her. The Uvalde high school student that allegedly
So he shot his grandma too. Yeah, this guy had mental problems. So okay, this stems from his family. And why wasn't he inside of a mental place? How did he get away with shooting his grandma, then walking into the school like that quick? You know what I mean? Like, where were the cops at? You feel me? Like, it's a whole lot of questions to be asked. It's just ridiculous.
fled the scene. and crashed his truck near the elementary school. A witness describes what he saw.
Seen him jump the fence right here. He jumped the fence. He had a backpack and he had a rifle.
There was a massive response of law enforcement that flocked to the school. They got into a gun battle with the suspect before killing him.
Let me assure you, the intruder is deceased, and we are not actively looking for another individual or any other suspects in this case.
Meantime, worried parents rushed to the scene, searching for answers, trying to find out if their child was dead or alive.
Nobody's telling me anything. Nobody's telling me anything. And one of the parents was saying that there's kids possibly held at the funeral home.
A Texas state senator says the suspect recently purchased 2 assault rifles on his 18th birthday. However, it's not clear if they were used in the mass shooting. Investigators are looking.
Just him getting access to guns like that, like we really got to get more better with this gun control, and just anybody getting guns, man, they need to go do special tests to see if they their brain is functioning enough to even have guns, because a lot of people that's getting guns, their brains might not be functioning enough to even carry out guns. A lot of people have bad intentions, so we need to do better when it comes to this gun safety and safety in schools and safeties and anything public, right? There should be a bigger security presence everywhere now. No matter where you're at, grocery store, school, no matter where you're at, there should definitely be a bigger security influence now inside of anywhere that's for the public.
Looking at many things, including his social media accounts.
Look at this
There are
guy.
pictures of guns and ammunition on what's believed to be his Instagram page, and a warning saying, "Kids, be scared." They're also
See?
looking into whether he sent a cryptic Instagram message to a random teenage girl in Los Angeles saying he wanted to share a little secret. Meantime, investigators have been combing through his grave.
That's what I'm saying. Just like things like that, just weird things that people do. We got to be focused when people doing weird things around us, and we got to report it. Some of the stuff definitely be prevented. This remind me of like Degrassi. If you ever watched Degrassi, when that guy got he end up getting a girl killed, and then everybody bullied him, and then he ended up going to a school shooting people. You feel me? A lot of people got mental problems in their head.
Ford F-150, while officers are seen arriving at the school.
Can't believe this.
Several news outlets are now reporting that Ramos's grandmother that he allegedly shot earlier in the day has now died.
Oh my God.
Cheryl, send it back to you.
This guy has no heart. What the fuck? He shot his own he killed his own grandma. Bruh, like what was the motive from all of this? Like why? What was the reason for this? What was the reason for killing your grandma? For walking into a school and killing like 19 kids? Like what the hell is wrong with this guy? This guy had mental problems for years, and this is something that should have been detected a long time ago. This is something that definitely could have been prevented. This is ridiculous.
You guys.
Mary Beth, thank you. The massacre unfolded as children and teachers were preparing to begin summer break this week, a time of happiness suddenly and viciously stolen. Tonight, as investigators gather evidence from across a large crime scene, we are learning about some of the victims.
KTLA's Sandra Mitchell has been tracking developments. She joins us live from the newsroom with more. Sandra?
Sure, Micah. Tonight there are reports that family members have been swabbed to do DNA matching.
This is sad.
Who were killed. Now, keep in mind these victims are too young to have identification on them. So investigators have also been asking parents to describe what their children wore to school today. And now we're learning the stories of some of the victims.
This is sad. Rest in peace to those lost. I'm so sorry.
Outside the elementary school, the horror started to unfold. Parents embracing in agony, awaiting word on their children.
This is crazy.
First and foremost, obviously, our priorities is to get information to our families.
As part of the investigation, the bodies of the victims were still inside the building. One of the first to be identified, fourth-grade teacher Eva Morales, the wife of a police officer, a mother, and a running enthusiast. She worked at the district for 17 years. Also confirmed dead, teacher Irma Garcia, married with 4 children.
My
All
God.
of the other victims inside the school are believed to be fourth graders, just 10 and 11 years old, including 10-year-old Xavier Lopez, another teacher, one of the injured.
And thank God that she came out of surgery okay. I have not been able to, but I did speak to her brother,
This is
my
sad.
cousin Hector, and he confirmed that she's okay and just recovering right now.
13 children were taken to Uvalde Memorial Hospital. 2 died on arrival. Some of the other victims had to be transported 80 miles away to the nearest trauma center in San Antonio. The shooting happened on the last week of school. The kids looking forward to
Crazy,
summer break,
man.
and then
Ridiculous.
in a matter of minutes, everything changed.
School will be closed. The school year's done. We'll have no school tomorrow or Thursday. All activities are canceled throughout the district.
And tonight there are still hearses lined up outside the school. A local funeral home has now offered services for all of the
Can't believe
victims
this.
at no cost. Live in the newsroom, I'm Sandra Mitchell. Sharon Micah, back to you.
Sandra, thank you. President Biden delivers an emotional call for tighter gun control measures, telling the nation
Need more than that.
that we have to act. Lawmakers again urging for action to stop this senseless violence. One lawmaker taking to the Senate floor begging for compromise. Reporter John Fenolio is live at the KTLA Center with that part of the story. John?
Sure, President Biden was somber and angry at the same time. He called out the gun lobby and urged renewed attention to common sense gun legislation. Republicans are also weighing in, but their message couldn't be more different.
As the nation comes to terms with yet another mass shooting, this time at an elementary school in Texas, political leaders are offering starkly different but familiar responses.
When in God's name are we going to stand up to the gun lobby?
President Biden delivering an emotional call for new gun restrictions.
Most Americans support common sense laws, common sense gun laws.
The president reflecting on the loss of 26 lives, including 20 children who were gunned down at Sandy Hook Elementary School in Connecticut in 2012.
These kinds of mass shootings never happen with the kind of frequency they happen in America. Why? Why are we willing to live with this carnage?
Back in Texas,
What happened in Uvalde is a horrific tragedy that cannot be tolerated in the state of Texas.
Governor Greg Abbott calling on Texans to come together, while his Attorney General Ken Paxton renewed calls to arm teachers while appearing on Fox News.
Every school.
I feel what he's saying. I don't know about arming teachers, but they definitely should be a bigger. And this is something that this is something that should have been done when the Sandy Hook incident happened. This is something that happened 10 years ago. You know what I mean? So this is something that schools should have been taking the thoughts of a long time ago. Don't wait for another mass shooting to happen to be like, oh, we need to we need to boost up our security and everybody should be armed. Nah, people sorry about that. People should have been armed a long time ago. I'm for gun control, right? Control your guns. Give guns to the right people. I'm for gun control. I'm for changing the laws of guns and making it hard for people to get guns. But the people that can get guns, it's time for them to change the laws in different states where more people can walk around with guns that are good citizens. And a lot of this stuff wouldn't happen, in my opinion, like this. You feel me? We definitely got to get our safety measures better. Like, this is sad news to report, man. Like, all these kids died, 18 kids, 2 adults. Like, oh my God, like, I cannot believe none of this stuff just happened. We just had a shooting in Buffalo. Like, this is crazy. This is a back-to-back shootings. I ain't never seen this in my life. I don't know, like, man, this blessed this world because this world is going downhill. We like living in the last times with all this stuff going on. Like, this is crazy. This is heartbreaking right here. This is, hard to even talk about. And, this is hard to get my words together because I don't really know what to say about this. Like, I couldn't imagine being in those parents' shoes in this situation. Like, this is bad. Like, this needs to stop. You feel me? Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, this needs to stop, and we need to do better as people because this is going to keep happening unless we stand up and we start changing laws and we start kicking damn doors in and stuff like that. Like, this is always going to continue to happen. But kids though, like 8 to 11, they didn't even get a chance to enjoy this summer. Like, man, I just can't. Like, this is tough to even talk about right here. But it has to be talked about. Like, this is sad news right here. This is unbelievable. Like, back to back, mass shootings. This is ridiculous now. Like, when is this going to stop? Like, I can't believe none of this. Sorry about that's my phone. When is this gonna stop? Like, my heart once again goes out to every single family that lost a loved one yesterday in this mass shooting in Texas. My heart goes out to y'all. It really does. My deepest heart goes out to every single one that lost a loved one. I couldn't imagine what you're going through. I can't just imagine like this happening like my son's schools. I couldn't imagine this. This is heartbreaking, and I feel so sorry for all of those that lost a loved one. We definitely gotta do better as a people. We gotta stop. We definitely gotta do better. This can't keep happening. But kids, though, kids, like, what benefit do you get out of? How does that make you feel better to go kill kids? Like, they didn't even like, what I mean, they innocent. This is why I can't understand this. Why would you go and shoot kids? Don't shoot anybody, but you go and shoot people that's real innocent that don't have a say in this world right now. You go kill them and you take away their future. You don't know what these kids could have become in the world. We need these kids. We need that generation to come run this world. Can't take them out. Like, this is just, I don't understand what that guy got out of killing kids and killing his grandma. He's psycho. This is something that, like I said, stems from his household, and we need to get it. We need to do a deeper look inside, like his parents, because I know that this is something that could have been prevented. They know there's something wrong with this kid. I'm not this ain't just something that just happened out the blue. No, this kid had problems probably for a long time, and this is something that should have been talked about. He should have got helped a long time ago. This would have been prevented. Like I said, it always stems from your household first. That's why I do shows like this, and I'm doing a part two this Sunday. If you rewind this, I'm doing a part two about family structure. Because, like, look at this. This is one of the reasons I'm doing this for family structure. Because some of this wouldn't happen if he had good guidance. You could tell that these people that's committing these mass shootings don't have a good guidance at all, and the people around them don't care about what they do. That's what exactly it seems like to me. But this is just ridiculous right here. I hope I don't have to report no more about no mass shootings or people losing their life, because this is the sad to report and get my words together. So I'm gonna end this live right now, and once again, my heart goes out to everybody. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button for your boy. I got more content, more videos coming. Stay tuned to your Wednesdays and Thursdays and Fridays on my Vent and Chill, and my Sundays podcast about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So definitely stay tuned to your boy Jersey Rich. We over and out.